love was the place. We acted our part. We the awards. It was. Mac and KD back at you. That song is so fitting from Johnny Guitar. Because love was the play. It was displayed. With no exceptions to the rule. Man, you got to get that. Because the word for the day, good morning, good morning. The word for the day, and we really doing this. The word for the day, this is addressing the hater in you. The hater in you. That is this what this segment is about. It's been a fantastic morning. And I realize, as I run into people all the time, how hard it is to address the hater in oneself. Because it is actually hard to put your inner feelings of haterism. I'm just going to leave it at haterism because there ain't nothing normal about it. It's a defective behavior. You can't dislike people because of your inability to ingest and see them as Jesus would see them. You know what I mean? I work with kids, young people, and trust me, of all ages. And some of these young kids truly act like a-holes. But you know what I do with these people? Every day, I've mastered this. This is not something I have to try to do. I've mastered it. When a kid acts up and he's an a-hole, I check him strong like the a-hole he's acting like. And then I come back the very next day, I high five, low five, I talk to that kid. And because to constantly, let me turn down a little bit for my man, Greg Bobineau. Boy, I love that Johnny. That man just spit it, boy. Forget these youngsters when they're new booty was way had though. You know what I mean? But really, you have to learn, it's just like you, even in dealing with kids, it's the same way with adults. I just left for Arco Station, met a young lady named Noy. Good morning, vibrant. Older gentleman came in, looked like a tall, Renew Jordan would appreciate that, looked like a Meyer Lansky. I'm in Roth. When I held the door for him, he said, good morning, young man. How are you doing? I said, fantastic, sir. Every day above ground. You know, and I started to tell him the story about adults who don't know how to address the hater in them and do the conversation that he and I were having. And at first he looked at me strange because he wasn't used to the conversation, the opening and the doors of communications and understanding in the light of things. And how I told Miss Noy I'm going to come back to that business because when I opened the door, she said good morning and kept on talking to her coworker. But I heard the good morning, addressed it with her. The same way I do with these children. So I'm asking a lot of you adults as we see these still vile and despicable police interactions. I mean, I talked to a couple of officers the other day, and people are coming up to me while I'm talking to these officers in the safe way. Little kids are coming up to me that I know from the schools, high school students. All the employees know me. Oh, that's Mr. Davis. Best yard duty ever. 8 million stories in the naked city on, props and pats on the back. But in trying to help officers grow, one is listening. He could have been pretending. The other one was getting a little irritated, and I had to turn to him and ask him, why are you getting irritated? There's no reason to get irritated. If someone were to attack you in here, I'd help you. But you have to learn and understand that you're being put in a position to be asked to be doing too much. I'm a boss. I know how to drive. I've driven all kind of ways. I've driven all kind of cars. Not only did I play a little football, baseball, but, I've been captain. So that means a leadership role, things of that nature. Now, some people have been just upset in the world. You got a lot of officers. Like I told them, you got a lot of officers who've been through a lot in high school. They weren't valedictorian. They weren't first string. They weren't the quarterback. They weren't this. But now you're going to run around with 2 cell phones, your personal, your work phone, walkie-talkie, taser, flashlight, gun, all kind of new gadgets I probably don't even know about. Belt tapes, this, that, this. You're driving car, computer. You're trying to get to a place in an emergency situation. You got 2 divorces behind you with domestic violence charges on yourself, but you're going to troubleshoot a domestic violence case. You think? Wow. Who's qualified to do that? Who's the boss to do that? You know, I mean, unbelievable. You got people out here roaming the streets doing what they do, accidentally shooting people. I thought it was going to be my taser. The hater in oneself, man. The hater in oneself. This is something that can be easily addressed. And what I tell people is, for me, and I subscribe, I would ask everybody to read a Bible. I don't know what the Quran has in it about prophets, and but read about the life of the Jesus guy. It's just like we had a post on here where my man came with the great information about the obelisk, the African, I know Annette Holmes would know, the African tech art, the monument representing Ra's erection, Jesus' resurrection, putting that stuff together. Historically, he came with some fantastic information. Now, I had some Christians say, why would you mislead people like that who are, you know, away from the... Then I had my pro-black, you know, we know the Caesar Borgia white Jesus myth is a myth, but I thought you was posting this for enlightenment, bruh. No, I'm posting it for that life of Jesus cat. Because I know Jesus had an open ear for everybody. The Pharisees, the Pope, the Caesar, the hookers, the pimps, the drunks. He had an open ear for all that. And I never heard Jesus tell anybody what to believe. A seed is planted. Me, that's why I know there's no hater in me. I can ingest and hear everybody as long as there's not hate being preached. Like I told a guy who was telling me, and it's a guy I respect and love him. He said, man, Farrakhan in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, he was putting down white people and saying the Bible was misleading and it was rewritten and redone and redone. And I said, what greater example of Jesus type lifestyle coming where a minister Farrakhan can get invited and say, hey, where are my Christian brothers and sisters who invited me? What more could one be? What more Jesus-like walk could there be if someone was all about just trying to destroy something? That's what I'm talking about. I really, hey man, it cracks me up. But there is a living power. And if you're angry and if you have that hater in you, you have not yet acquired that living power. You keep watching my videos, keep watching my tapes. You're going to acquire that living power. You're going to get a seed planted. I'm not going to say you're going to acquire that power. I'm not like the televangelist and tell you what you're going to do in prosperity and wealth. But if you want to make videos like I do in the middle of the day and kick it, I got 5 kids. Everybody's bathed, hair combed, getting great grades. So I don't just have children. I've got top shelf acting children, you know, because you know why? God is in on it. And it's proof that God is in on it. Because it said your fruit will bear witness, not my car, not my cute girlfriend or girlfriends and all that old foolishness that's going on. Bling, bling, I'm branded. So what you're branded? You're going to be dead. And did you leave any land? Did you leave any God is what I'm really going to say for your people to help the next people. Because out of all these billions and all these branded people, I don't see no farms. I don't see nobody feeding nobody. I see the people that's having belief and faith in a God, going out here feeding the homeless, going out here inviting people over. Man, I could do your daughter's hair. They're doing all kind of little things to help people. They're praying for people, taking time out from their busy bling bling schedules. Because bling bling ain't really done nothing. Man, I can remember all the cars that have slept with women over the days. Because women, you know, there was some women that just slept with guys because they had the car and they had the money at the time. You guys know, some of you, a lot of you have children by that, in that kind of parameter. But it's okay. You know what I mean? That's what I say. Look to the life of that Jesus dude. Keith Davis at you. Today is, I guess, April 13th. 2015 is amazing. It was 1979, just 2 weeks ago. But you know what, folks? God bless you and keep you. Shouts out to my folks. Condolences to those who have lost loved ones. Lynch family, Ganther family, Keith Smith, just some different people. You know, Woods family, man. Mr. Woods is still sorely missed by me. Like I said, God bless you all and keep you. I could go back and tell you so many people who are sorely missed, because I just miss going by, dropping by, taking, Miss batting some oysters with News grandmama. Mr. Lewis, man, just so many people. Mr. Jones, Thyron Jones, all our folks, just shouts out to him. I miss just kicking it with my boy Patrick Baptiste, because Patrick can't, get out and get down like he used to. But, Joe Edgerly, I can go on and on. But I love you. God bless you and keep you.